most perfect time, you know, for Litecoin.
Right, anticipating this January drop.
Anticipating either January or anticipating that futures would have a strong impact. I mean, come on. It can't be much more clear to see that this happened all right before futures, you know, and why would, you know, futures came out at this time, you know, it could have came out at any other time. I don't know. I think we're going to start seeing some re-entries and a lot more longs coming in. And I don't, especially on BitMEX, I'm seeing the shorts, you know, close every minute now for on BitMEX at least, because I'm seeing people realize that at any point this could bounce up due to that news, you know.
Guys, check out that link.
Has anybody seen the charts over the last 4 years of the same time period? It's been the same thing happening.
Yeah, it's January is always taking a hit.
I mean, it's almost to the day, for the most part, almost the same week every single year that this happens.
Well, now we know for next year.
Hey, where's that Neo article?
Voice to chat.
Voice to chat. Yeah, check it out. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely central. Well, I know that the whole centralized thing. There were issues with, or there weren't issues. It was more so they were working on creating more nodes. I haven't really kept up with the Neo news, but I know that it was totally in the process of being, or attempting to be decentralized, I should say. I don't know. That's the first thing I expected when I heard about FUD for Neo.
Okay.
I think that'll change over time. I think they're doing it for security reasons and to keep it somewhat under wraps, to be honest with you. But I think that'll open up.
I have heard and I have seen that their GitHub is kind of lackluster. I don't know why.
Yeah, Bitcoin's taking an uptrend right now.
I would think that Da Hong thing would.
Say Bitcoin's taking an upturn?
Yeah. I mean, it's trying. It's holding on there.
Yeah. This could be our support line at.
It's not.
It's around 10,800. You getting there?
Hey, we got a bear in here, guys. Jeez. I'm staying still. I'm margin trading right now, so I don't know. But I mean, it's weird. This has had such a stronger. Well, I mean, obviously we'll see a stronger bounce when the farther it goes down. You know, when people start accumulating far more. But it's weird. It's just so much more of a significant bounce than the last one.
A year from now, like, we're all gonna be in this chat, and I'm just gonna go ahead and ask, like, oh, okay, so who was here last year? Who's rich?
We're all gonna realize that we're wasting our time talking.
Yeah, like buying any time right now, it's gonna fucking benefit us a ridiculous amount in a year.
Like,
you know,
I mean, if you're not rich by next year, or at least profiting heavily, like, I kick you out of the chat and shit. Like, no, I'm sorry.
I bought. Oops. Here we go.
I want to know who the day traders are that were talking about so much money earlier. I don't hear anybody complaining now.
Yeah, I pulled all my money out and I put it in USDT just to, like, I liquidated everything.
That's a safe move.
I mean, if you did that, you profited because it went up like 3 cents.
Yeah, that's
oh yeah,
way to go.
What?
Yeah, Tether actually went up 3 cents. That was insane.
Yeah, and right now I'm 25%ing all my holdings in USDT between that and BTC, buying when it's high, selling when it's low.
I bought it 11.5 on BTC, and then I went to pick up my daughter. Well, what's it doing now?
It's at 11.3 right now. 11.324.
It's looking. It's actually forming bull flag. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I've seen a bull flag, but I mean, it's a weird one because the RSI is picking up again, but the MACD is still pointing down. But the lines are getting higher up on the MACD, if you know what I mean. So we could see a return right now.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Who is this? Rama?
Ren, bro. It's Ren.
Oh, Ren. Oh, what's up, Ren?
What's up, man?
Hey, bro, what's up, bro? No, I'm
What's up,
doing good,
homie? Dude, this is just man. I'm laughing at this, John. Man, I just watched a video about Bitcoin, right? How they don't know who created Bitcoin, and one of the top hackers that has been able to hack into almost every single thing they've tried to hack into can't hack into Bitcoin. Every single time he tried to, there was a message that popped up, which diverted him every time he thought he had hacked it. And the video.
And what did the message say?
It said Verge.
No.
Verge.
But check this out. I don't know if you guys believe in end times or stuff like that, but dude, it goes on to say like it was artificial intelligence that created Bitcoin, and so it's basically creating a network effect for itself to get stronger. And the more people that mine Bitcoin and use it and all this stuff is strengthening the network for AI.
Bro, that is the best conspiracy that I've heard thus far. That is amazing. Bro, right? I'm gonna have nightmares. That's amazing.
I hope it's true. What do they want to be, trillionaires?
From Las Vegas?
Yo,
You guys want me to post y'all the video?
He said, when is Bitcoin gonna end? And I literally said it the other day. I'm like, when the singularity hits.
No, singularity already hit, according to this.
Y'all want me to post this video for you?
Yeah, bro, just post it. We'll check it out.
So if it was true, what was their end goal?
To have a
World domination.
An AI that's ridiculously
Of what though? What are they going to control?
The human race.
humans.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Black Mirror?
In what way?
You ever watched Terminator?
Y'all think it's,
Oh my god, this is such a good idea for a movie.
y'all think it's crazy, but I believe and it talks about the end times a lot.
So what I'm hearing is invest in gun stocks.
Well, AI would be the thing to invest in, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Gun stock, you would want a trig token. Trig token is fire.
And actually, it talks about 3 countries rising up that are going to be the superpowers, and talks about probably it's not going to be the U.S. Actually, which is kind of sad, but yeah. Here, y'all want me to post a video for you guys?
Sure. You're breaking up a little.
I think soon we're gonna start seeing like Bitcoin movies. Like we got like The Big Short and stuff, all these like Wall Street movies.
I think
soon we'll start. I think we'll see like Bitcoin movies.
That's gonna make it cringe, dude. I don't know about that.
If this doesn't become a movie, I don't know what would.
5 years, if in 5 years, if I'm not seeing a Satoshi movie, I'm gonna be real mad.
What if Satoshi is just the guy that created the AI? And then Bitcoin took out like a life of his own, used his picture, spoke perfect English.
No, the thing is that AI gets stronger at such an exponential rate that we can't understand. That when
Moore's law.
So I've seen something here where it talks about the nodes on the blockchain, and as more and more nodes come on, and the AI gets stronger and stronger and stronger. When it communicates with each other, we understand it less and less and less. So the ratio of that arrow pointing up and the other arrow pointing down, of literally us getting stupider and AI getting stronger at such a crazy rate that we can't even comprehend it. So my words are not only bullshit, they're triple bullshit because I can't even comprehend it. It's inhuman. So
I think we should just mix with AI, bro.
Yeah, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. I've watched many videos in the depths of 3 o'clock in the morning many times about Bitcoin being AI's currency. I mean, that's what it is. Bitcoin is AI's first currency.
I'm so glad.
You know what?
I can't wait to give myself up to the singularity, bro.
I heard the world was flat too at one point.
Where do you guys want me to put this?
What about just guys? Just think about it. What do you guys think if they do bring out AI? and they plug in their AIs to trade the stock market and cryptocurrencies, like how hard it'll be to swing trade and day trade. Like,
Well, I mean, we already have bots. I mean, to some degree.
Yeah, but imagine if an AI would do it. It's just have you ever seen that movie? Damn, now I forgot what the movie's called. I love this movie. Transcendence. When he started trading the stock market, when he uploaded himself to the network, it was like millionaire in seconds.
yeah, it's gonna suck.
I think it's here already too. I think the people that do have AI bots probably aren't publicizing it.
I think AI is already here in like in a more advanced kind of AI that that is like the total enemy, but it's like the AI that we're creating is you know, I'm not sure about that, but supposedly there's super advanced AI that's like the fear of the secret military, like space seeker, space program and stuff like that. And it's not good. Like it infects any computer, and it's, you know, mimics a biological transmission, and it just like there has to be major protocols to like guard against AI because it's literally like the Antichrist.
Yeah. Arabella is an AI. She just doesn't want to let us know.
Yeah, I mean, so Sky, do you believe in the Antichrist?
AI is the Antichrist.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but I just believe that, you know, we got to be really careful to guard our humanity because, you know, looking at it from the way you guys were just talking about it, it's almost like the AI is feeding off of our greed to make it stronger. And
damn, that sounds
we just gotta be careful, you know, because like supposedly beings have come ourselves from the future and warned us to not end up like them and lose our humanity by, you know, basically getting uploaded to biocomputers and stuff. So we just gotta be careful and you know, make sure we take walks in the forest and stay grounded, connected to Earth, because we're like humans. And of the Earth,
I think that's
aliens.
I think that's where the super wealthy. I think that's where we just have to put faith in them that they don't do something that's completely fucking ridiculous. Like unless what we're talking about is actually happening, where it's something that the common man is like, where it's benefiting off the common man, which I guess would be the most logical way for them to do it. You know, for AI to act for. But I feel like it's always gonna be directed by a human, you know? I mean, is it not? Like somebody with intentions that, regardless if good or bad, ended up going in a bad direction, you know? So
yeah, I agree.
I feel like there's always gonna be some kind of human direction, regardless if it is military, that something in the military just ends up going so beyond control, you know, that I don't know.
Yeah,
but I guess putting faith in the super wealthy, you know, I mean, that's why like listening to Elon Musk, like I agree with Elon Musk on a lot of things where he talks about, like, you know, he talks about where we shouldn't be scared of artificial intelligence, in the sense that he thinks what the worst that will come for humans, probably in our generation, our kids' generation, you know, their kids, is that people are going to lose jobs. You know, I personally think that, you know, we're going to have a basic form of income that everybody can do, and that's why I stand so strong on Bitcoin, you know, and all our other currencies, because it's cryptocurrencies, at least, because I think AI is people aren't going to work, people are going to get bored, there's going to be, you know, artificial intelligence is just going to completely replace all the purpose that man basically has, you know, and so. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And even on a small scale, there are so many times a day, whether I go and get food here or do this service with a toll booth or something where I'm just thinking to myself, like, you really don't need to be there, dude. You know, like, you're kind of just there making sure that machine works good. And it might not be in my lifetime, but maybe in 5 generations from now, 10 generations from now, you'll walk into a food store and there'll be 1 or 2 human beings that work there, which is pretty crazy.
Aren't there grocery stores in like Sweden now that are completely human free.
I mean, go to Japan. Go to Japan. You got all sorts of weird fucking robots that like serve you ice cream and stuff. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's enough.
Anybody ever read Cloud Atlas?
negative.
Negative.
Guys, what do y'all think about? And it's pretty sad, but you know, us as humans, we were meant to love each other and to basically be in harmony and
How do you know?
How do I know? Because I've read the Bible.
But that even is like the nature of like life itself. Like we are supposed to be like grounded to the earth.
To work together, basically, and to accomplish this stuff.
I don't feel like it's the way. I don't feel like we're meant to be that way, but I feel like it's the most. It's the best way to be. I don't know what we're really meant to be.
Judging from your response is that you said, well, because I read the Bible. Well, what if I haven't read the Bible?
Yeah, I don't like that response.
But okay, even if you're not like religious, like the most efficient like way
exactly. That's what I'm saying. The most efficient way would be that, like for our survival
together.
Exactly.
Everybody.
So I don't think we're put on this planet to fight evil. You know, I think we're here to accomplish the most that we can. And I don't.
There we go.
Going our everyday lives, it doesn't. I mean, to you, does it feel like that every day we try and fight like some urge to, kill another person? In reality, unless you're a serial killer, but it's like, I feel like it's the most logical thing to do, and we're kind of here to do the most logical thing, are we not?
Yeah, the most logical thing is to work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
even if you don't believe in purpose,
I believe in sin nature, man. I believe in like our nature, ourselves. We're not good at all. Like we can try to be good, but our inherent nature is evil. Like what do you see a baby do? I mean,
you think we
a
go
baby's
every day fighting the urge to be evil? What do you think?
Who?
That's what you think, that every day people just we fight the urge to be evil, or do you think like subconsciously we try
that sounds so like exactly. It sounds so morbid. I mean,
it does sound morbid, and that's why like I believe that we need a savior.
Well, that school of thought, I mean, is called anti-transcendentalism, right? I mean, and that is like a super, super old like line of thought. Like we're talking like 1700s here, where people were writing books about it. Like Scarlet. That's what the Scarlet Letter is all about.
I mean, if we get down to the point, let's just get straight down to biology. The part of the brain that identifies between you doing something for yourself and doing something for somebody else, the amount of dopamine released the brain doesn't see a difference. So once you do something for somebody else, it's like if you're doing it for yourself, biology.
We're here to survive. We're here to live. And if that means to hurt other people, we will. If that means
that's understandable,
in the situation to help other people, it'll help us to survive, we will.
We're not perfect.
Each situation is different depending on where you are trying to survive.
Well said.
Hey.
Well said. My own take is that there's no pure good or pure evil in this world. And there are people with a preponderance of good and others with a preponderance of evil. And there was a great movie called Crash. It never got a lot of attention, but it kind of touched upon that a little bit.
So what does that? Where does that put your view on like a good decision or a bad decision? Because I understand like the thought of having no evil, because everyone may have good in them. Is that where it kind of comes, that movie points on? Or because I feel like it's almost clear as day, unless everything we do is like societal or things that are said to be good by society, maybe it's like time. You could say that time is literally nothing. Time made up by man, it's something totally irrelevant. But I just feel like there is a good and bad in life, is there not? Like,
absolutely.
There's a good or bad depending. It's pretty relative, right? Like my good could be different than a plant's good, right? Like
there's no universal good or
Right.
bad.
So let me ask you guys something. All right, where do people find their standard of truth?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we see in society, right? That's what we find from society. Is not the answers for that typical, because we don't, and that's what I'm going off on, is that we don't really make our own decisions anymore. And unless you're thinking like what we're talking about, then basically all our answers come from what society has put in front of us.
Do you think it's good to kill an animal to feed a starving child?
That's what I don't necessarily know if that's evil, though. I don't think
evil
that's
to the animal.
Evil to the animal, but I think we need to survive.
It's not evil to the child.
Let me
that's
just
right.
speak on what I was saying before about how everything I can say is complete bullshit. That whole life, okay, you can look and talk to each person. They could talk about karma, karmatic energy, karmatic principles. Oh man, you got to believe in karma, yada, yada, yada. Right now, as we speak, there are some people gossiping on text message right now about karma. In my opinion, karma is complete bullshit. However, though, you can talk about it. You can do whatever you want. My whole life, let's say I believed in karma, right? I was eating animals my whole life. I was killing animals my whole life. But still, there was nothing wrong. So I still believed in karma, thinking everything was good. Now, I don't eat animals. I don't come near ever eating animals or any of that stuff. And for me, it's just kind of, I could sit back and laugh about the people who say, yeah, it's going to come get you, bitch. It's going to come get you, bitch. And then turn to the left and munch on a hamburger. It's like, well, in that perception, yeah. But if you look at it in a completely different way, you have no idea what you are doing.
Do you think you would say it's bad to eat the animal if you have the opportunity to just eat plants for the rest of your life? Plants and vegetables and fruit and stuff. Yeah.
If I would like to add on, if you were given the information about the plant life, about living a plant-based lifestyle, then yes.
Okay, and I think that kind of falls into the point where it's like, and this is where people will become religious. I think it's like, well, what if maybe it sounds a little bit conceited or whatever, but it's like, what if that plant, that living plant, that living animal was here, so the cycle of life can continue, where people can eat meat, where people can eat those plants, but maybe not so.
Well, besides Venus flytraps and putting plants around your room or your apartment or your house, most people don't come home